Hello everyone. Alright, this is a different kind of video. Just wanted to show off this old Beckett I picked up. This old Beckett price guide from Brown. This is, I think the print date on this was 2000. Yeah, copyright 2000. And why I picked this up. I'd been in the hobby as a kid. I've got my first Beckett that I ever got. This is a December 92 Beckett. Larry Johnson on the cover. Probably go through this at some point. But I picked up this Beckett because I wanted to flip through from the time and kind of get a feel of what the hobby was like during all the years where I wasn't collecting between, I'd say, 98 to about 2015 or so. And, the hobby goes through different changes. There's different trends. Things become popular. Uh, things become no longer popular. And kind of wanted to get a kind of a feel of the what the hobby's like throughout the history, throughout the last 20, 25 years or so. So I thought 2000 would be a good reference point for to pick up older price guides. So I've been just kind of flipping through this and looking at the values of cards. I've already got little tabs here with the all the different major manufacturers and the brands, and flip through and kind of see what the values on some of these cards were back in the day. I kind of know the prices, what the prices of certain things, certain key cards, whether it's going to be your Jordan rookie card, your Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards, your Kobe Bryant kind of stuff. So this is a good. I think I picked this up specifically to kind of do research on 90s sports cards. You don't really. There's so many different sets and products out there, and it's only gotten worse, especially now. I mean, off the top of your head, you can probably list all the major products that Panini releases, within basketball, or for me, be more baseball within for everything that Topps does, and you just kind of forget about certain sets that they've printed over the times throughout. So I thought this guide would be a definitive guide for me to kind of go through and look at pretty much every major manufactured set from the 90s and pre-90s. So this is going to be my reference guide. And the good thing is it has a price guide as well. So I can kind of flip through and see, what the value of let's look it up, I don't know, Kobe Bryant rookie card, Topps Chrome. So I just go to Topps. And is it 96, 97? Topps Chrome. 96, 97. Topps Chrome. Okay, I'll do some edging once I find it. Okay, I found it. All right, Topps Chrome. Pull this up, bring this up to the camera a little bit. Let's see what we got here. So, Allen Iverson, 120 for Minty. $400 for a Kobe Bryant rookie card in mint condition. This is right before the grading boom. I think graded cards were the big companies were just starting up, whether it be PSA, SGC, right around this time, around 99, 2000. So, we didn't really have graded cards. We just had mint and near mint as kind of a guideline. And you can already see Topps Chrome. People knew this set was very hard to find. Just some other reference points. I kind of wanted to know what the price is on, stuff like Topps Finest. One thing I did see that I found out was I pulled a 98, 99 Vince Carter rookie card. At the time, it booked for $100. And I was out of the hobby. I'd quit. If I'd known this was $100, I would have sold this so I could buy more food in college, more ramen, more of whatever I was into at the time. But just a good slice of what was important in the hobby at this specific time period, which is 2000. And another interesting thing I saw in here was I think for Upper Deck was my favorite manufacturer during the 90s, late 90s, and they no longer print basketball cards, but it was always Upper Deck, Fleer, Topps, and then Skybox in that order for me. The interesting things were, I think, memorabilia cards were very hot in the hobby at this point. Parallels were just being introduced to the hobby. So you had certain things that were very influential at the time period. So yeah, like a memorabilia, like a jersey card could be worth hundreds of dollars this time period for certain players like Michael Jordan, etc. So just the valuations on things have changed so much over time. I figured this Beckett price guide, this 2000 Beckett price guide, would be a good reference point to me for me to kind of get a feeling for what the hobby was like at this time period. I kind of want to try to find a couple more of these price guides. I want to find one for baseball around this era, 2000. And then I want to find one for basketball and baseball for around 2010. No, 2000, 2007, maybe before the Great Recession and all of the financial turmoil. Might be a good way to price guide or to get some better references on sports cards. I mean, even, you know what? Even one right before the Great Recession, so 2006 maybe, and then one after, so 2012. Just to see what that hobby was like and what the valuations of cards and how they've changed based on real life events, trends within the hobby, just to get some ideas. And when you flip through this, you'll notice parallels, they just did not exist in this era. There are a few sets that had parallels. Autographs, you just couldn't pull, there weren't too many sets that you could pull autographs out of. SP Game Film, I've got one of those, Michael Jordan, $80. That's a pretty cool card. Then Skybox, let's look for Skybox Autographics, which I think is like the first big mainstream release of autograph cards, and that came around in, I think, 96, 97, yeah. So Skybox Premium Autographics Black. This is the first big mainstream set that had autographs in 96, 97. And you'll see there's a pretty big checklist. The autographs on these cards are really nice. You know, the players took the time to put a nice autograph signature. I've got about 4 or 5 of these out there. The best name being probably Tony Kukoc. See if we can find that card real quick. Tony Kukoc. 38, book for $25. So yeah, this is a good time period. I think this is good because this will have all the sets from the 90s and all the details of the sets. Everything after 2000, I think you're going to get into the whole, you know, with the whole, there's parallels. I think pricing on parallels are going to change. They're going to change over time, especially now that that is the main thing in the hobby. There's going to be so many other sets that do parallels, and it's going to be difficult to price them because I think there's just going to be an excess of parallels out there in the sports market. But, you know, in addition to all the major manufacturers, you know, Skybox, Topps, Fleer, and Upper Deck at this time, this also has the collegiate stuff. So whether it be Press Pass, Classic, Classic 4 Sport, stuff like that. So these are the older. Classic did a lot of autograph stuff. I remember that, and so did Press Pass, and there are a few other minor producers out there. Assets, Pacific, and then I'm trying to think of some of the other bigger manufacturers out there at this time. But I just picked this up. I'll be kind of researching this. Hey, look, 99 Sage. Sage has been putting out, I want to say trash. They make decent stuff. They've been printing for a long time. So you see a lot of these brands have been around for a while. Yeah, Press Pass, Classic, and then all the minor collegiate sets. Some very interesting stuff in this price guide. So I'll be looking for this. This will be my reference for, you know, what sports cards were like at 2000. And probably want to do a couple more videos on how to use these price guides, these older historic price guides, to kind of maybe give some perspective on how sports cards and the value of the values of price of the cards themselves will change over time. So yeah, just wanted to show this off. I think that's it for this video. Yeah, I'll be reading this probably over the next few days. Yeah, trying to pick up some of the other ones. But yeah, awesome. Thank you for watching.